Hey guys, my name is Aaron here from 360 Buyers Agents. Less than 1% of Aussie investors own more than 6 properties. Now, I wanted to show you a few strategies of how we can easily scale a portfolio to be larger than 6 properties in quite a short amount of time. Even if you're on a minimum wage, there's no reason that the average person could not achieve this given the right strategy. So let's jump in and have a look at some properties. Okay, so let's look at some strategies. Okay, so this is our starting point for our client here. $100,000 in savings, a $60,000 per year wage, has the ability to save $10,000 per year. So their portfolio has an income stream of 1, which is $10,000 per year via savings. Now, this is one example of a strategy. Not everyone's strategy is going to look the same because not everyone's starting point or goals are going to look the same either. And so we naturally have to adjust to find the best solution for each individual person. Okay, so stage 1, what we're going to try to do with this person here is trying to generate some equity in the short term so we can continue to scale rather than having to wait for potentially years for properties to appreciate in value. So here is a splitter block. This one I went to the auction for a couple of weeks ago. It sold for $400,000. And if you subdivide off the lot there, purchase another lot through title, which I've already confirmed with title, they're more than happy to do this, then our development profit should be about $70,000. Now, $70,000 happens to be around the amount of money that you need as a deposit and purchasing cost to purchase a property like this. So if we purchase this property, we subdivide off the yard, we sell the yard, we use that $70,000 in profit as a deposit for another property just like this one. And that way we don't have to rely on the market moving upwards in order for us to scale our portfolio in the short term. We can continue to scale even if the market does not move, simply using our development profit. Now we'll keep these houses, we'll put a tenant in them, and these houses should be positively geared by about $3,000 per year. Okay, so in order to do this, this strategy, you will need a team, and here's what your team should consist of. Everyone's team is a little different depending on what the property might need, but so you'll have a buyer's agent who'll be able to purchase this property, negotiate on your behalf, find the good deals and the good markets to invest in. You'll have your mortgage broker working with your buyer's agent to make sure you have adequate funding. A town planner, you will need to consult a town planner to do the subdivision, an accountant to handle all the taxes, solicitor to handle the sale, a real estate agent for the sale of the block, and generally a handyman, as often these houses need some renovations. So your team will help you do this deal, but also if you're able to get a good relationship with your team, it will make each subsequent deal just that much easier. Okay, so we'll jump to the next slide. Okay, so fast forward 1 year, we should be able to repeat this process about 3 times per year. And if your buyer's agent knows where to look, you should be able to find plenty of these deals as they're out there, as long as you know what markets to look in. Okay, so, we had $100,000 at the beginning, and we're just 1 year later, we have a net worth of $388,000, 7 income streams, and I'll explain this. We have 1 income stream via savings. Now, each of these properties that we've kept, each of these houses we've kept after we've sold the lot, is appreciating in value. Now, the appreciation value I've put here at $35,000 per year. It's approximately what this will be appreciating. And each property also will be bringing in a rental income. So each property will be producing 2 streams of income. So we have 2 per property, 1 with savings, so 7 income streams, a passive income of $9,000. Okay, so now at this point, what we want to do is we want to diversify into a different property market. So 99% of investors will fall into a trap of having 6 properties or less. And it generally comes down to a lending issue, is they can't get more funding to continue to buy properties because they've structured their portfolio wrong. They haven't structured their portfolio to balance their cash flow and their equity. If you can balance both of these, then essentially you'll never run out of funding. And here's a way that we can balance them. So we've got plenty of equity coming in. Now we need some more cash flow. So here's a property in a different part of the country, still in a strong market, where you've got 2 two-bedroom units on 1 title. Now, this property sold for $300,000 and is bringing in $500 per week in rent. And this is a passive income of $10,000 per year. And the property is appreciating about 5% per year, and should for a few years to come. So your development profit from stage one will continue purchasing properties, and as they appreciate in value, you can profit out into these dual income properties, making sure we have a balanced portfolio and making sure that our cash flow is going up. Because eventually we want to be living on our cash flow. We don't want to be digging into our equity or our savings account as we retire. Okay, so let's jump into next slide. Okay, so we're fast forwarded 2 years. We've done 3 of these per year, so we now have 6 of these properties. We have diversified into 1 dual income property, and we've been saving for 2 years. So we have 8 rental doors, netting $28,000 per year in passive income. We have 16 income streams, getting very strong, and we have a net worth of $641,000. Okay, so this is what it looks like after 4 years. Oop. Okay, so we've now started to diversify a bit more. We have a few more dual income properties, so our income stream is naturally increasing quite a bit. So we have $72,000 of passive income, 34 income streams, and we're now worth over $1 million. Okay, so at this point, you can either let stage 1 and 2 continue, and you can simply ride that up and you can retire from there. Your portfolio will naturally keep accumulating because you have your team working for you. Or you can step into stage 3, which is doing some larger developments. Now here's a mid-sized development that was quite a good buy. So this one had a house at the front and was already DA approved when we found it to have 5 lots in this region where land is in short supply. So the development profit should be about $200,000. Take about 6 months or so to do, potentially a bit more, and we'd be left with a house. The house does need some renovation, however. So as you can see, with a simple 5-year strategy, we've been able to replace the investor's income. We've been able to generate more than $1 million worth of net position. We've been able to accumulate a reasonably large real estate holdings in many different markets across Australia. And the most valuable thing is we have created a good team with good procedures, so your portfolio can continue to accumulate assets even if you're not there. If you're overseas, the team should still be able to find, fund, develop, and sell and repeat this process completely on its own. Service 2 ways. So how can 360 Buyers Agents help you? 2 ways. One is our full service, which looks something like the demonstration that I just gave you, where we help you develop a strategy, which is all free of charge. We help you develop a team, and then we can find and purchase and negotiate properties on your behalf, and we can work you through the process of accumulating wealth and property over time. Two, if you're looking for your principal place of residency, your dream home between the Sunshine Coast and northern New South Wales, then our team can help you access off-market properties, negotiate on your behalf, and make sure that you get a good deal. To get in contact with us, our email address is admin@360buyersagents.com.au. Feel free to contact us anytime.